He said I don't care about my hobby, then got mad at me for being upset. My boyfriend and I are usually great. He's normally really supportive of my love for reading. He'll even take me to bookstores just to look around, and he makes jokes, but they're never mean. This is the first time something like this has ever happened, and I'm just not sure if I'm overreacting. I'm a huge reader. When I get into a book series, I get really into it. Right now, I'm rereading the Throne of Glass series, and I love talking about the characters and the plot. My boyfriend, on the other hand, doesn't really read that often, but he's super into his own hobbies. He talks about them a lot, and I always make a point to listen and engage because I care about him and his interests. I thought that was just a normal part of being in a relationship. So, yesterday we were on a call playing some video games together, and I started talking about my book. I was getting really excited, telling him about how certain characters' presence is still haunting the narrative even after they're gone. I was in the middle of my sentence when he just cut me off. He said, "I don't really care, it's really cringe." It was like a punch to the gut. It immediately sucked all the joy out of it for me. I felt my enthusiasm just wither and die. I didn't want to talk about the book anymore. I didn't even want to keep reading it. I went completely quiet for the rest of the game. When we were done, I told him I was going to get off, and he asked if everything was okay. I just said it was, which I know I probably shouldn't have done, but I was hurt and needed some time to process why it bothered me so much. A little later, I texted him. I tried to put it in a way he would understand. I asked him how he would feel if he was talking about one of his hobbies, and I just said I didn't care and thought it was dumb. His response was to try and backtrack. He said he meant cringy in the way a children's movie is cringy. That didn't make it any better. I told him it felt really shitty that he would say that about something I enjoyed. He then flat out denied, saying he didn't care. I had to type back his exact words before he finally admitted it. Then he tried to rephrase it, saying what he meant was, "I haven't read it and don't plan to, so I don't have any context to care." I told him that's not what he said, and because of how he worded it, I was hurt. He left me undelivered for the rest of the night. The next morning, he sent a half-hearted apology, saying he thought he'd worded it differently. But then he was distant all day. I finally asked him if he was upset with me, and he admitted he was.
And why?
He said my reaction didn't equal what happened. And then, and this is a direct quote from his text, he was mad about me, immediately going into an emotional response instead of thinking it another way or asking. That last part just feels like he's trying to flip this around and blame me for being hurt by his own words. We talked on the phone about it, and it didn't really go anywhere. I just told him I needed some space. Aita for my reaction?